Hello, beautiful people. Now, I'm usually focusing on New Earth 5D frequencies. I don't normally get too into conflict and things that are going on around the world, but when I'm called to do it, I do just put it out there. So I thought what I might do is tune into the galactics about what is going on at the moment. If I tune into the higher realms, then it's usually a very uh, neutral perspective of it's all unconditional love and oneness and good vibes, peace vibes, which is super awesome. And that is what we want. But I might just go to the galactics because the galactics are on frequency bandwidths that are closer to Earth. Not all of them, but the ones that I'm going to tune in today, the Palladians. I've had the Star Alliance come in and the Galactic, well, they're with the Galactic Federation of Light. And I'm going to see if I can tune into Kaya. I feel like there might be a few beings that are going to come in. I don't even like to call them beings anymore. They're just individuals. I'm just talking to them naturally. You could say channeling or using telepathy. So I'm just tuning into their frequencies. So let's just see what they are saying about the conflict that is happening around the world. And I mean, they're kind of saying, what conflict do you want to be specific? I mean, it's kind of like there's so many different avenues that we could go down, but the main one happening at the moment, when I tuned into Iran and what is going on, and they're kind of showing me there is so much more behind the scenes that you have not been shown yet. There's been a lot of deception going on in the world, and it's even, in the entertainment industry, it's in the media, it's in government, in religion, it's in education, it's in everything, it's in money, the monetary monetary system. Big words for me. Everything, it's in everything, and that's just the game we're playing. It's like this simulation we are playing is filled with codes that are opposite to what our original divine soul codes are. So we're just playing a game of opposite. But what is kind of really going on with the turmoil at the moment? So let's just tune in to I'm just going to close my eyes because then I can focus a bit more in. So I'm heading to the Galactic Federation of Light, one of their motherships that is actually not that far off the Earth reality frequency. It's kind of hovering above Earth at the moment. It's very close, and it is cloaked, so not everybody can see, but they do have ships coming out that a lot of individuals have been seeing lately. But they do want to say as well that there has been a lot of reverse engineering that has been happening by humans, not just humans, by other individuals on what you call planet Earth. So anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So we're on the Galactic Federation of Light on the mothership, and they can see all of the possible timelines, the outcomes, the possibilities, the potentialities. So it's almost like there's monitoring systems that show the level of pretty much everything, the level of consciousness within humanity, the level of awakened souls, even though when you say awakened, everybody is at different levels. The amount of light code frequencies that are on planet Earth, like you could look at it like a temperature gauge of hot and cold. So it's not good or bad. It's just different frequencies. Pretty much they can measure everything. So what they're showing me, whoa, they have this equipment that, yeah, is really measuring the trajectory of this timeline. Wow, not this timeline. What they're saying is there are more than one timeline. So we keep seeing this Earth split. So the Earth split with the third dimension reality, and then those that are moving to the more new Earth frequencies, the fifth dimension reality. But there are many frequencies in between. But what they're saying is it's like they don't use the word karma because karma has a different connotation to what we have perceived it or what we have been taught that it is. So, what it is really like a cause and effect, and it's like a building of energy. So, this has been happening for a long time, like a volcano about to pop, or like a boil, a pimple about to pop on the surface. So it's been brewing for a long time underneath. And what this is not conflict as you might think between countries or between humans. This is actually conflict from the deep state, the elite, the cabal, whatever you want to call them. We don't really like to label them. There's so many different entities that are involved, both human entities and off-world entities. And this has been the fun little game that they were playing. It's almost like you could see it like your Star Wars, where you have the Force. You can use the chi, the prana, the good energy. You can use the good energy for bad energy as well. So you can choose the dark side, you can choose the shadow side, or you can choose the so-called good side. But obviously, the higher realms don't choose, they don't have judgment. So they don't say, I'm only on this side, I'm only on the good side. They don't even say that they are star seeds or light workers, because that's still a label that you put yourselves in. Even though if it resonates with you, then that is amazing, because as you drop your consciousness down from source energy, you're playing a role. You want to be something. You don't want to be nothing all of the time. Being nothing, yes, it's lovely, it's beautiful, it's peaceful, it's blissful, but it's not what you want to play as an eternal soul. Being nothing is kind of boring after a while. So you wanted to be something. So what has happened is so many of you have dropped your frequencies down to this dense reality, and some of you went so far deep that yes, you created the dark side of the force, the elites. There are reptilian fractions, but that's okay. Not all reptilians are of what you would call a negative state. There are a lot of lovely reptilians as well. Just like humans, a lot of lovely humans and a lot of not so lovely humans. But so what's happened is there have been a lot of underground tunnels around Earth, and there have been a lot of vortexes that have been taken over by, maybe you would call, the darker side, a lot of stargates, a lot of areas where there was control. So the elites needed areas which had more power to charge them. Um, Everybody is energy, every being, every individual, everything is energy, and it can charge itself. It can go into the 0 point quantum energetic field and charge itself. But some of these darker entities actually struggled to go into the 0 point, because that means that they're pretty much source energy again. And they don't want to be the source energy frequency, because then they can't play the dark role. Then they're not an individual. They're not separated, although They will never be separated because they are part of the same oneness of the universe. But they are just playing in that illusionary game. And so they've gone so deep that they're really believing this now, that they aren't connected to the oneness. They aren't connected to source. They feel so deep and so disconnected that they really do not feel like they are part of the oneness. So in order for them to get their energy, they need to use certain ley lines on earth and certain areas where there are vortices. So it's areas of expanded energy, not nuclear energy. It really is a strong biodiverse, bioefficient, sorry, we can't quite get that name. We really need to learn some new words. That is from Jozee. So these dark agendas are really had a real strong hold on the planet for a long time. And this meant that they could, it's almost like a charging battery, like a rechargeable battery. They use everybody's fear, everybody's anxiety. Yes, you could say it's a little bit like the Matrix, where they use everybody as batteries, but it's not as negative as that. That sounds negative, but you're an eternal soul. Nobody's harmed. This is just a game, remember. This is part of the game. So do not fear. But what these darker agendas have done is really tapped into the strongest points of ley lines around Earth. So then they create the tunnels under the ground and they have their facilities underneath. So what is actually happening is with Earth's frequencies rising, there is a disclosure happening, a big disclosure happening. So the media will portray it in a different way. The governments might portray it in a different way, but the underlying current is for all of the deception, what is no longer in alignment with your highest good, it is all coming out. So sometimes things aren't as they seem. The old agendas would like you to be in fear because then they can control you easily. And they want you to be uncomfortable. They want you to feel anxious. They want you to feel angry, worried, negative, because this creates an amazing, strong energy for them. This is how they have their stronghold, is when they create fear over humanity. But humanity as a conscious collective has decided to raise the frequency now. They've decided to raise, even though a lot of people aren't aware of it in the human mind, with their heart portals, their higher selves have decided, yes, it is time to rise. But it is the last of the getting rid of that old darker agenda, the false matrix, whatever you want to call it. So they're being flushed out. This is what's happening. They're being flushed out, and everything that they have been doing is being dismantled. So they have taken trillions of dollars. But you have to remember that money is energy. It's a frequency. Money is not good, not bad. It is a code, a money code. So you could say, yes, they have taken trillions of dollars and used it for their own agendas. But money is not limited. They want you to think that it's limited and there's no money and that everybody is in debt. Money is an energetic frequency, and money has been a strong hold that has controlled you. But if you step out of that control, step out of that survival consciousness and out of the lack, then these agendas will not be able to control you anymore. So we would recommend spreading peace frequencies throughout your neighborhood. Whenever you go to the supermarket or whenever you drive past somebody, send somebody a little piece of peace. Send them just a little love heart of peaceful vibes. Send them something that will just make them feel calm. Send them a bit of unconditional love, a little bit of compassion, a little bit of something that makes you feel good. Okay, so have fun with it. Make it a game. So every time you see somebody, sprinkle them with a bit of unconditional love. Or you can even, if you want the strong game, shoot them with love if you want to play it like that. We know how some of you love to play these rough and tumble games on Earth. Shoot them with love, shoot them with kindness. But we are saying that things aren't what they seem. So please hang on in there. Do not panic. Do not let your media overwhelm you. If you feel you need to, cut yourself off from those kind of things, not as much social media or the news, and just find your quiet time. Or if you feel like you're more in alignment, then yes, feel free to watch these things and just put out the compassion and unconditional love and know that things are not as they seem. There are a lot of white hats, which we would call, or you might call the good guys. We have the galactics, a lot of galactics, so many that you have no idea about. They are here on Earth. They are above Earth. They are everywhere. They are helping stabilize the frequencies. There are no nuclear disasters that are going to happen because that is always we don't want to use the word saved, but realigned by galactics. And this is not taking over your free will. This is what your higher selves have decided, that you do want to protect this planet. You do want this planet to keep going. And yes, there are other timelines where the planet did not make it, and that's okay, because this is a simulation. Everything can be reset. Everything can start again. And this is the timeline we really wanted to break free. You wanted that last, we don't want to use the word explosion. It is the last time of the old. So this is the end of the false matrix. This is the end time, the end game. This is what you came here for, to release the old. You've had many past lives. It's not just on Earth. This has been going on other planets as well. So this is a combination of so many things, so many timelines, so many frequencies, so much going on at the moment. So it's all come to this point. It's what you may call karma, which we call cause and effect. It's the releasing of all of the old energy in order for everything to be healed. So what is happening is we are supporting you, all of the galactics. We have the angelic beings. We have everybody in the heavenly realms as well that are sending peace and love at this time. And many across the galaxy are stabilizing your frequencies to bring in balance and peace. You could almost look at it like your monks, like your Buddha is meditating with intent for peace and balance and harmony and stillness. So this is what many beings, many individuals across the universe are doing for you right now. So hang on in there. As we keep saying so many times, all is not what it seems. What you perceive is not necessarily the real world. It is an illusionary world. We're not saying it's not real, because your feelings are valid and what you're going through is valid. We give you compassion, love, and we support you in all ways. But at the core essence, you are okay. Your soul is okay. Your higher self is okay. Focus on the peace. Focus on the love. Focus on neutrality. Please do not judge those that are in the middle of the conflict. Please do not judge those that are feeling angry, and that's including yourselves. If you're feeling angry or worried or frustrated, or if you just want to give up, that is okay. The energies are very intense at this time. The solar flares are hitting, and the solar energetic barrier is coming. So this is a divine energetic frequency and a universal galactic sun frequency that is coming to raise all of humanity and heal. So in order to heal, we need to release the old. So this is what's happened. We are releasing the old, and it is okay. This is your time. This is what you came for. You are the powerful soul. You are the all-knowing oneness of the universe. All is well. All is well. All is well. We are sending you peace. We are sending you calm. We are sending you healing light codes. We from the Galactic Federation of Light, the higher councils, we are working with the divine plan. We are working with universal beings. We are working with angelic beings. And we are doing all we can to stabilize. And we thank you for all you do. Okay, well, hang on in there, guys. I was trying to hold on to my crystal, and I nearly dropped it, and I was like just shaking a little bit. It was kind of went between my legs, and it was about to smash on the floor. I was like, no. Yeah. So anyway, see if that resonates. If it does, yay. If it doesn't, sorry. But honestly, don't overthink it all. Just find your inner strength, find your inner zen, find your inner zone, and all is well. All is well. Everything will work out. We are eternal souls. Yeah, we are. Boom. We're awesome. All right, guys. Love you so much. See you soon.